first question for tonight. It says, what is a walima feast? Is it a feast given on the nikah day itself, or the feast has to be given after the union of the bridegroom and the bride? Please explain the hadith of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with Abdurrahman ibn Auf requesting him to give a goat as a walima feast. A walima, barakallahu fikum, the linguistic meaning of al-walima is al-ijtima', which is together. This is the linguistic meaning of al-walima, a gathering where people come together. As for the istilah meaning, then it is famously referred to the feast that is prepared for the people in the occasion of a wedding. In the occasion of a wedding. And a walima, barakallahu fikum, the proper ruling for it is that it is wajib, a must. It is a must for the couple to have a walima, to hold a walima. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he commanded with it, as found in the hadith of Abdurrahman bin Auf here in Sahih al-Imam Muslim. Awlim walau bishah. Awlim. Perform the walima, make the walima, even if it is with one goat. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam commanded with it, and the commandment of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the original ruling is obligation. Is obligation. Understand? طيب. As for when is it to be made, it is allowed to be made after the nikah, the aqd nikah, allowed to be made after the aqd, yani after the wali says to the groom, I marry you off my daughter so and so and so, and then the groom says, I accept, allowed after that. The sunnah, the better thing to do is after the husband has came onto the wife, after the entering of the husband onto the wife, as how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did with Zainab and all of his marriages. It was made after the consummation of the marriage. So this is the sunnah and the better thing, which is to do it after the husband has entered the wife. And what can be made into a walima? Anything. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said here, walau bishah, even if it's just one goat. And if people think that there must be a big feast, there must be lots and lots of food, no. Even if it's one goat, even if it is with one goat. And the walima of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in some of his marriages were just what? Sha'ir, any flour, the wheat flour, is it? Sha'ir, the wheat flour, yani made into khubz, made into bread and so on. And the walima for Sophia during that time was only dates and a few other foods, not even meat. And at times Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would slaughter an animal as well for his walima. And in the hadith of Abdurrahman bin Auf here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, perform the walima even if it's one goat, with one goat. So it is with anything, as long as the intention is there that it is for al-walima, and you make a feast out of any food, no matter how big, how small, and of course without extravagant, and you call people to it. And the wisdom behind walima is to make i'lan, to tell people that so and so had married, because through walima it is spread. It is spread that so and so is married, and this is marriage. Marriage is not something to be hidden. It's to make people know. That's why walima is wajib, so that people know so and so had married. As for the two witnesses, some even say that the two witnesses are not wajib to begin with. That's why people can hide their marriages, correct? With just two witnesses. No, rather marriage, the sunnah is to make apparent of it, to make known to the people that so and so had married, and that is why the walima had been legislated, so that people will know. That's why people are invited and it is written so and so had married and so on. Understand? This is the walima. We will end here for tonight. Jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu fikum wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Subhanakallahumma